Lo que hacía varios meses todos esperaban, finalmente se cumplió. Rivian, la emblemática empresa que ha dado vuelta al planeta con su modelo R1, presentó el R2 y el R3, las dos unidades que serán la hija y la nieta de la pickup 4x4 totalmente eléctrica que fue experimentada aquí en la Patagonia argentina y chilena. Te vamos a mostrar lo que nadie te mostró de la presentación de Rivian, el final, porque lo que queremos mostrarte es lo que pasó hace muchos años cuando las únicas dos Rivian que existían fueron desembarcadas en Ushuaia.
Thank you everyone so much for joining us today to hear about our future.
We're going to keep the intros very short. Pete, Brian, David, Boosh, come on up.
Storytelling. That's why we're all here, right? Just to understand that it means so much more than we build the vehicles. We get them down to Ushuaia, which 2 vehicles on a 747 out of Chicago to Buenos Aires. Then you unpack them from a crate at a warehouse that... Remember the place we were working on?
Yeah, so in Ushuaia, like the guy gave the keys to his warehouse and said, like, hey, work on your car. And we are in this place where we don't know who the people, and the people were so welcoming. It's like, hey, you're trying to do an adventure? Here, take the keys.
But everybody, and the big thing you experience, I know, David, you've seen this in the places you've traveled doing these, it's amazing how warm and how we are all a part of this same planet. We're all in this together, and that's part of where the storytelling really captures. And as we journeyed up, we went from Argentina to Chile, back to Argentina, back to Chile, up through the Andes, all kinds of mountain passes. I know we've got a short little video because at one point in the trip, there was a week off from filming. And so we did the most Rivian thing you could possibly do during that week off. We took advantage of it and drove the vehicles some more. So if we have a quick film to cut into. We don't need no stinking phone calls. We got work to do. We got an email. We want 2 electric vehicles to film this amazing series, Long Way Up. We want you to be a part of it.
What are we up to? 6,600? There we go. So, yeah, and we've got about that to go again. It's going to be still quite the adventure. I can't really predict exactly what we're going to face because that is the great unknown.
This incredible journey from South America up to LA.
I am so excited that they have license plate and they are on public roads. It's win number 1, the first car which is truly registered for Rivian.
We built this vehicle to get some early durability testing. It looks and feels somewhat like production, but is very early and somewhat prototypey. When you give it full throttle, it is like 4 seconds to 80.
In the production vehicle, we'll have more power and more torque to go even faster.
100 days of driving, 13 countries, 13,000 miles, wide open spaces. There are a bunch of wild horses. We just pulled up next to them, and it's a completely silent vehicle just sitting there idling, but there's no idle because you're an electric vehicle. One of the biggest challenges is charging. We built out a charging network throughout this route of South and Central America so that you can do this. We're really happy to be showing people that you can have an adventure in some of the most remote places imaginable. Wow, this place is amazing.
The testing is going really well. We're getting lots of data to understand what's happening, specifically with the battery, suspension, and chassis components. How can we get the car to act and react better?
We've taken all of that data, we put it into the vehicles that we're going to have out to customers next year.
I mean, we're all familiar with a lot of electric vehicles on the road today, but there is nothing sort of doing what this vehicle is embarking on right now.
We've got sand, we've got rock, these washboard roads, constant go, 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 go for, 90 plus miles.
It's all going to create a better product at the end of the day, because this is a pretty epic adventure, and if they can get through this, I think they'll get through pretty much anything.
I don't know, the fact that we're out here getting to do this and show the vehicles are capable, it's a pretty sweet day at the office.
Yeah.
So that's what we did with
happened.
our week off of downtime. We drove around, we beat up the cars.